and again. I feel it in ways you follow me, drifting to places I should leave.
Hey guys, welcome back to the ET custom video, and today will be work in progress part 2 for my Zeta Plus Gundam. Alright, and this video has been, I've been working on this kit for over 3 weeks. Okay, so enjoy.
Okay guys, so this is actually what what have I done so far is that actually I add in this this part in front here, which will do will act as a nose cone for this kit, and then I scratch built all this white part, which is by using claw plate, and I did some layering for this panel line kind of effect, and then I make the what is called the back skirt upside down, so that it can hold up this two wing part instead of just relying on this hinge over here. Okay, and what else have I did? Of course, I actually did some panel line on the kits, which you can't see, but later I'll go to some close-up shots. Alright, so I removed some of my panel line, some of my mistakes which I did in the past, and then I've changed the legs, added some thrusters at the back, and then this is the cockpit hatch thingy. So this is going to be the cockpit for this kit. Okay, so this will be I'm not really sure, should I glue it or just use a blue tack, because once it transforms I can't really use this blue part on there, and if I were to just glue it shut, I can't remove it and put it in again, because the C1, this part is supposed to go inside here, the shield here, so that it could stay in place. Okay, so let's get up close with this kit. Before that, this kit is what I'm going to say is that it's actually transformable, but not really 100% transformable. It's actually a parts forming kit. Alright, so as you can see, the arms over here, I've actually done some panel lining. This panel lining, actually I'm actually inspired by Josh Vedera. Right, he's actually one of my idols in Gunpla. So actually I got some inspiration from him, but as for his, he did a lot of modifications, like chopping off some parts, extending it and stuff like that. So as for mine, I didn't do any of that, because this kit will be displayed as a plain form during GBWC, and of course I'm pretty lazy as you know me. Alright, as for this weapon, I actually can't find a place that I can place it on the kit during a flag form. Originally I thought of putting it this way, but I think it doesn't look that jet plane like, right? So I'm thinking of maybe just attach it somewhere at the bottom, or just replace it with some symmetrical gun kind of thing under the wings. So this is that. Alright, and then these two what is this called, the guns, or I don't know, beam what. This is actually the side skirt of the original kit. So this one I also don't know what to put it yet, do with it yet. I'm gonna maybe place it under the wings, or I will just remove this entirely. So this we'll see what I should do with it. Okay, so the kit looks okay, I guess. Let me put back the cockpit hatch. Okay, so this is roughly what the kit will look like from the front. Okay, so I just make a turn. Right, this part is actually coming loose. These parts are mostly I will just glue it in once it's finished. Alright, so this is mainly how the kit looks like, as you can see from the side and the wings. As for this wing here, I left it empty first. I haven't did any panel lining or any layering yet. I want to make like a short tutorial during my work in progress. Okay, so this is actually the legs for the Gundam. There are some parts that I just put it in there, just I will glue it in once it's painted, so it might come loose and fall off. Okay, so this one, as you can see, I add some thrusters at the back. Oops. Yeah, I've add some thrusters.
under the legs over here, so it looks more like a plane than a robot. Okay, so yeah, this kit is too long, I can't really turn it around. So basically this is how it looks like. Alright, so now I'm going to show you guys how does it looks like once it's transformed. Alright, so what I do is actually I just remove this part, the cockpit part. Right, this part, just put it in. I actually remove this wing part here. Okay, the wings are actually pretty heavy, and this is this back skirt. Okay, so I'll just pick this kit up, remove the landing gears, the crotch landing gear. The crotch landing gear is actually pretty weird. It's actually slot in this way. It's not actually from the top. Alright, so after I remove that, I have to replace it with the crotch piece, which I actually did some scribing and some plow plate details on it. And as you can see, I actually modified the skirts by some spare parts that I have. So what else? Okay, this part. Alright, this part here is actually from the back here. Alright, you have to remove it first, and then the legs, extend it out like the normal transformation. Extend it out like this. Okay, so the legs is here. Remove the shield. Okay, the shield is pretty secure up here. Okay, once remove that, you can see the head. All I do is normally I just remove this V-fin first so that it didn't scratch anything. To open up the arms, flip it down, pull up the head. Okay, so the head is up. This waist part is supposed to be opened. Yeah, this part is pretty annoying. As you can see, it actually kicks out my side skirts. Okay, most of this kit is actually very flimsy now because I've dismantled it and placed it again. Let me do it off camera for a while. Okay, so this part is done. Right, so the arms, push it out, slide it down. Alright, this one, face it to the back. Same to this part, pull it out, face it down. Shift the biceps to the back. Okay, and then looks more like a robot now, right? So next is the legs. As for the legs, I've actually done a mechanism that you can actually open it up, right? So it can stand. So I just open it up. Yeah, this part is actually used from the unicorn. It's under the leg of the unicorn. So this is going to be glued inside here, so it doesn't look hollow. Okay, so this is how it looks like once the kit is painted, finished. So this I will just separate it for painting. It's easier for me to paint. Okay, so with that, the Gundam is actually standing. Okay, so let me move the camera up slightly. Okay, so this is actually how the Gunpla look. As you can see, I actually extend the neck so that the neck is longer, and when you face down it looks more mean, because the original neck of this kit is terrible. It doesn't look impressive at all. So with this actually improves the articulations of the neck. Okay, and then the arms, it's pretty straightforward, I guess. So this one, I just plug it in, plug this in here, and then the other arm, just plug it in here. Okay, so this is basically how the kit looks like once it's transformed. Actually, I'm having some issues, some problems of some ideas of how do I actually display this kit in GBWC. How do I show that it can actually transform instead of just plain mode? So I'm actually considering of maybe making a hanger type of design, which is the Gundam is actually a plain mode, and then there is maybe a screen showing off that some of the photos of this kit really stands up, and some action poses and etc. Alright, so the shield here will maintain as it is. Just flip this back, and then you can actually plug it into the back of the arm as usual. Alright, so this one is going to be that to be a shield, or I can actually use this as a weapon. I have no idea how yet, because this kit I have nowhere to attach the weapon during the flight mode, so I guess I will just remove this entirely, or else it does looks weird. Where did this weapon comes from? Okay, next part is actually the parts forming, which I hate to say that I have to do this. So basically I just scratch built a part like this, right, to hold up the wings. I wish that there is a better way to do this, but I can't. So what I do is actually I take this part here, I scratch build this part. Doesn't look that good, I guess, but from the front it does looks not bad. Okay, so this, it will go through there, and another part goes through here. Basically what this does is actually it makes the wings goes higher slightly, because if the wings will be attached here, it will be drooping down. It's way too low. Alright, so how does the wing looks like once it's attached? Okay, so this wing will be attached over here. Okay, and here I actually did some mechanisms so that I can actually oops, I think I did wrong, sorry. Yeah, it's supposed to be here. Okay, so it's supposed to attach here, and then this part of the wing is supposed to flip down. Alright, this is how it looks like at the back. Yeah, it's not the prettiest thing, but it does work. So same goes with the other side. Alright, okay, so this is actually how the kit looks like once it's transformed. What do you guys think? Does it looks cool? I think from the front it looks not bad. The stability of this kit is questionable, but I would say the high heels kind of effect of the legs really does make the kit pretty stable, but it's very back heavy. Why? Is because that the plow plates that I'm using is just way too many layers. As you can see, it's like so damn crowded at the back. Okay, so this is how the gunpla looks like from the back. Currently the back skirt I attach it by using some blue tacks. Is mainly because I chop off the pegs, and the hole over there, as you can see from the back peg there, I'm supposed to put this vent kind of effect at the inside it, right? So but this will be glued on once it's painted. So for me, I think this kit I'll just leave it this way. I won't really give him maybe weapons, I guess, or as you can see it's very back heavy, it's keep leaning to the back, so maybe I should just do it this way. Yeah, so this way it will be more stable. It's standing still, right? So what do you guys think? Does it look good? Yeah, I think I just need to pose it properly. Like this part here is just way too high up. Yeah, something like this, right? So what do you guys think? Does it look good? Most of this I scrapped some panel lines over here and many places, mostly inspired by Josh Dara. As you can as you know, he's actually one of my idols for Gunpla. Okay, so what you guys think of the kit? Please let me know down in the comments below, and let me know what or you guys can give me some suggestions on how should I do my diorama, because I wanted to make for this GBWC. It's actually pretty lucky for me because in Malaysia our GBWC is pretty late, so I have some time to complete my kit. If I was maybe in like Australia or some other countries, I wouldn't be able to make it. Okay, so now let's look at this shield. The shield, basically I don't do much modifications. The only modification I did was actually this part over here. I used some putty, epoxy putty, to fill it in and stick this part over here. This one I am not sure where I got this part from. I think it's from the high grade depth site hell, I guess. So this part here actually can be removed, but currently I just put it in for the design sake. And then this part here is actually from the grace or the raging glaze or something like that. So after that I add this pla plate over here. Why I add this pla plate is so that I can match with the cockpit design, right? So this is actually suggested by one of my friends. Is mainly because the as you can see, the cockpit design, the top part is actually flat, right? As for this part, other part is actually is a sharp line, so I need to transition the sharp line to a flat line, and then it will be able to look more seamless. Okay, so basically this is the reason why I add this pla plate over here. Alright, so the reason why I can't put this is because it's hard for you to slot in the cockpit from the gunpla into this part, right? So which is why I didn't glue this part in. I maybe just hold it with sticky tack and then just let it hold it like a weapon or something. Okay, so basically this is about it. Okay guys, so thank you so much for watching, and please do let me know what you guys think about my kit. And also please let me know down in the comments below what can I do to actually display this kit for GBWC and show it that it can be actually transformed. I do not want to build two of this kit because it is just way too hard. There's just way too many things to do. And sorry for the very late videos, because working on this guy is very time consuming, and I want to rush for the GBWC, even though it's still quite sometimes away. It's actually around August, so right, so I still have plenty of time, I guess, but I need to start painting this kit already. Okay, so see you guys later. Okay guys, so this is the end of the video, and I've been working on my part 3 of this build, and I wish that you guys can actually give me some of my some inputs of how do you think that I should display my kit. Currently I just finished painting. Actually you can see it on part 3. I'm actually considering whether should I just display it in Gundam mode, or either the plane mode, or the what's it called, the fighter mode, I guess. So do let me know, and if you guys have any better ideas, you guys could also just put it down in the comments below. Alright, take care guys.
Yeah.